Hey everybody, and welcome back to the HobbyDude 007 channel. Well, it's National Police Week, so Amanda and I have been pretty busy with our business squad room. But we were able to squeeze in the SCMA Upstate show this past Saturday, and boy, we had a great time. Saw a lot of awesome builders, some great builds, and did some shopping too. So wanted to share with you a couple of shop card shout outs and channel shout outs, as well as share with you some of the cool stuff that was gifted to me, as well as some of the nifty stuff that I found at the show. So let's get over and get a look at it. Okay guys, to start off with, we have 4 channel shout outs and 1 show shout out that I want to share with you, but really cool stuff. This is from our buddy Dustin over at Lamb Chop Builds. Isn't that cool? Got to head over and check out all of these channels, guys, and as I've said repeatedly, and you hear it from other content creators too, go over and show these guys some love. Give them a sub, thumbs up, check out the content. You know, we do this because we love the hobby and we love sharing, and it does help promote and grow the hobby. But Dustin's got a great channel over there. You got to go over and check out his 71 Challenger. You know, I'm a Mopar guy, but also look at his video on making plug boots and wires. He also does one on tacks and heater hoses too, but really good stuff over there. So be sure you go over and check out Dustin's channel, Lamb Chop Builds. Really great stuff over there. And brother, thank you so much, Dustin, for the kind words there on the back. I appreciate it. Great encouragement there too. Appreciate you very much. Next up is Dave over at Woody's Scale Model Garage. And check out these builds, guys. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. And a nice sticker. And Dave, thank you very much too for the kind words on the back of your card as well. Appreciate the encouragement there too, buddy. Head over and check out his channel as well. He's got some great coverage of NNL East. And check out his video on his 71 Mustang and the 71 Olds W30. Some really good stuff. And you really need to look at the Tom Daniels Sweet Tea. Now that's kind of cute, but head over and check that out. And that's just a few builds, but in fact, there is a video called Just a Few of My Builds that's got a lot of cool cars on it. So head over and check him out too. Now, I don't have a shop card for these next two, but they are worth going over to see. And that is Jackson over at Goad Model Cars. And it's a brand new channel. Check out the Herbie collection that he's got, the VWs, the bugs, the new and the old. And he's got a really cool truck diorama on there too, and some shorts. So, like I said, brand new channel, very few videos yet, but he's starting off on the right foot. So go over and check him out as well. And then TJ's Modeling Bench. TJ, he's got a really good video on dirty up a Dodge D50 interior, rusted chrome effects. You know how you'll see a chrome bumper that's got rust around the edges and all that stuff? Got a really good technique on that. So head over and check him out too. He's also a brand new channel, so let's show all these guys some love. And getting over to the show coverage, we just did the SCMA Upstate show. And I'm going to do a video on just the South Carolina Model Association as far as its age, and it's all over the state. It's a statewide organization. It's not affiliated with like IPMS or any other organization. It's an organization within itself, and it's just a bunch of modelers throughout the entire state. I think there are 5 chapters all over the state, and a great bunch of guys. Met some great friends through this. Well, this is the Low Country Nationals, and this is the SCMA Charleston chapter, and this show is going to be on July the 27th, and there's your location, Trident Technical College, and there's your address. Cool stuff. Your theme, Street Freaks D-Day and 2024 European and Japanese Challenge. And you can go over to their Facebook page. I think would be the easiest way to do it. SCMA Charleston. And I think you can go ahead and download one of these and print it off if you want to. And on the back, you've got your automotive classes, first, second, and third, as you see here. You've got your non-military, non-automotive theme, D-Day. Then you've got your best of show for that. And then your special awards. Automotive, you've got best paint, best engine detail, best interior detail, non-automotive, best paint, best detail, and dioramas, best told story. But here's all your other information here. And like I said, you can go over and print you out a copy of this, I'm sure. But really cool stuff. And this year they've got something called Best of Best, automotive, non-automotive. And anybody that's won a first place in any category or a best of show, you're going to have those in one category, kind of the best of the best. So that'll be interesting to see. But mark your calendars for that. SCMA, always, if you've been to the Hope It Don't Snow show and the show last weekend, they always do a really good job. And Charleston is no exception. I've always enjoyed Charleston. In fact, Amanda and I had talked originally about retiring to Charleston and selling all of our properties up here. But when grandbabies come along, things change. But mark your calendar, January 27th, 2024. Okay, well, let's get over to the goodies. Let me reset this camera. Okay, guys, before we get to the stuff that I was gifted, I want to go over some of the stuff I picked up while I was there. And I'm going to start with the photo etch and the small stuff first here. But was able to get another set of the ProTech hood pins. You know, some of this stuff, it might be easier if I took the camera down in the light like this. If you haven't seen these, they're kind of three-dimensional. They really feel, well, I don't think it's going to focus too well, but these things are really nice hood pins. They really are. Also, if you've not seen these, I'm going to start off with the bigger ones. These are the nut and bolt heads from ProTech. And there's the bolt heads down here, and then there's the nut and bolt on the top side. And these come in three sizes. This is, as you see there, 40, 20, and I use a lot of these things. And there's the 30. So 20, 30, and 40. And when you're scratch building or you're adding some detail to stuff, these things are really, really cool. A little bit of super glue, boom, you got it. And in the model car garage, pick me up another Muncie 4-speed transmission. The linkage is worth it alone. I have built probably 5 or 6 of these things. The instructions are very comprehensive, so they're easy to follow as far as the bending of the linkages and all that stuff, but they really make a really nice looking transmission. And I picked up another pack of tie wraps. They also do some hose clamps that are absolutely beautiful. And Detail Master also does that. Doing some research on Detail Master, and I'll fill you in on that a little bit later. Something else I picked up is, set the camera back up here, something my buddy Robbie Meadows, I'm going to mention him a couple of times, but I picked these up from him over at his table. Had some great models on sale, but, you know, he also has the sign store where he made the Hobby Dude 007 Way and Petty Brothers. If you watch Petty Brothers on their channel at Petty Enterprises, you see the sign that says Petty Brothers Circle. He did that one too. But he had some other decals and stickers there. And I picked up these. Mopar that's got the gold outline. There's the white outline. The RCR. Now check that out. Stroker Ace. Another Petty, Plymouth by Petty. Dodge by Petty, and the Dale Earnhardt 3. And another Petty Enterprise. Think about putting one of those on my truck. But anyway, these are just something that I have him do from time to time to do displays and things like that with. So I appreciate him making those big time. And in kits, I actually have both of these, but I've got an idea for some. If you remember, this is the 34 Ford Street Rod, and every now and then at the swap meet area, the vendor area, you're going to find a deal that you just can't pass up. And this was one of those where I just couldn't pass this up for the amount of money. So I scarfed up another one of these. This one, however, I went ahead and got an extra. I don't know how many of these things I've got, but the chassis and many of the parts in this are worth this alone. So another great kit for parts that I'll scarf up on. And something else I picked up while I was there was I went back over and visited. I'm going to dump this out, guys. Our buddy Matthew Inman, he was there just like he was in Roanoke. If you remember my stash ad from there, man, I loaded up again, and I'm knocking stuff off here. Let me grab that. But great stuff. I picked up 2 of the Ford small blocks for my upcoming Mustang build. Let's see if I can get those together. So I picked up a couple of those. And I mean, these things are so cool. Let's see if we can get one open here. Come on. There we go. Check out that carb down there. Absolutely awesome. Look forward to this. There's your 4-speed. And check out those linkages on there too. Looking forward to these. And then I've got 2 of those Mustangs. I thought I'd go ahead and get a second engine and get that out of the way. Picked up some seats. This is something I had been thinking about for the Mustang build as well. So picked up some really nice custom seats. And a couple of the 45 and 90 degree spark plug boots. And go to mcvproducts.net, mcvproducts.net, and check out his inventory. Great stuff on the, and let me tell you, the 90 degree and the 45s, these are really sharp. MSD ignition boxes. I showed you some of these before, but I go through these things. Set of Chevrolet Rally wheels. And if you remembered my Nova, my 32nd scale Nova, these are the same wheels, different tires, but it's the same wheels, just rescaled. Check out that tread pattern now. Cool stuff. Coopers. But good, really nice Chevy Rally wheels. And I don't remember what the name of these were, wheel-wise. But are those not just really cool? I was trying to see which tires these were. Mickey Thompson's. Is that not a cool tread pattern there too? Nice. All right. And I'm like a lot of you guys that I've heard talk about tires and wheels and stocking up, and just can't seem to get enough. And check out the shifters. I had to grab these. If you go online, just look closely. Click on the shifters and look closely at them. See if I can get you a look. I had looked at them, but I had not picked them up in Roanoke. But you've got the pistol grip, like the old Mopar type. You've got the T-handles. You got your standard ball type. And I love the one, I don't know if you can see it, but there's one that's a set of, see if I can get my pointer here. There's a set of brass knuckles right there. I don't know if you can, yeah, there you go. Set of brass knuckles, which I thought, now that's cool. I kind of like that. But yeah, some really nice shifters there. And Matthew, the prints are really, really crisp too. And again, that's those 45-degree plug boots. And this one is the Ford, I think this is a 427 fuel injected. And I fell in love with this when I saw it on the website. So check out how crisp those injectors are. Is that not just cool? And look at these heads. Love this stuff. Love this stuff. And I also picked up a flathead, an Arden Ford flathead engine with Arden heads, and I'm thinking about one of those 34 Fords maybe with something like this. You got two sets of pipes. In fact, you've got, in addition to the supercharger, you've got some other goodies in here too. I mean, look at all this. That is just cool. Transmission, the whole works. I mean, check out the intricate detail in the block. And then you've got your vintage supercharger right there. Just really cool stuff. Well, that's it on what I picked up, which is kind of a low count for me, isn't it? For picking up stuff. But I was excited about all this too, guys. Okay, I got to reset the camera real quick, and I'll show you the absolutely awesome stuff that was given to me. You know, guys, the model car community is just an absolutely awesome bunch of guys. I have watched many of you guys give kits that somebody's looking for to each other, and I tell you, we are a giving bunch of people, and we care about the hobby and other modelers, and that's the part that I love the most, is we care about each other as individuals. And what I'm about to share with you were all gifts from you guys, and I can't express enough my gratitude for these gifts and the love you show through those things. So I truly appreciate that. First up, Bill Vaughn, who's one of my go-to guys for NASCAR history. And by the way, if you didn't know, back in April last month, legendary driver, car owner, and builder Bud Moore's old shop burned down. Kind of mysteriously. I think they're investigating that. But anyway, Bill Vaughn went by and picked this up, one of the bricks from the old shop. And I have a section of the old Spartanburg Dragway, which was a quarter-mile drag strip from the start-finish line that was gifted to me as well. Over the years, I've collected from different teams and folks, pistons, rod, just all kind of connecting rods, all that kind of stuff too. So, Bill, thank you, buddy. This means a lot. This will be in a prominent place in the shop. Also, my buddy Tony Roberts, he had watched the video that I did, Now That's Cool, on the Winn-Dixie, Mark Martin's Winn-Dixie Thunderbird, and I'd mentioned in that video that I used to love the old Czech Cola from Winn-Dixie. Well, there you go. Oh, I probably shouldn't shake it, but anyway, check it out. He found a can, and there it is. Got Mark's car and picture of Mark and his autograph there on the can, but a can of Czech Cola. How about it? So, Tony, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, too. That'll be staying here in the shop as well. Also, I'd mentioned earlier I'd picked up those decals, those stickers from Robbie Meadows, and Robbie had something else for me, and he says, I know you like these things, so these are blown-up poster-type things, and I might have to move the camera back, but these are old covers. Let me scoot this back here. Old covers from Stock Car Racing magazine. This one is from March 1972. And check that out. I think I'm going to take these up to Petty's when I go up again, have them autographed. These are worthy of framing too. But isn't that cool? And also had this one. Now, this one, I have this issue of Stock Car Racing magazine. This one I do not. Seems like I remember seeing it, but I don't remember it. And this one is from April 1969. But the Ford, and not the Talladega. Notice the nose. It's the just the regular Torino. Well, the Cobra, not the Talladega. And of course, you see the road course. So this is probably that. I would imagine that's Riverside. But cool, huh? But this one, now this one was one of the kind of centerfolds, and it's a lot bigger than those others, but check this out in the pits. The Plymouth. You've seen those old uniforms. Love the big bang in the back. Love these short track cars. Scuffed up on the sides, and that's on a nice piece of cardstock, and again, that'll be nice to have autographed and get hung up as well. But Robbie, brother, thank you. You know me. You know me too well. If you remember this car, this was my uncle's drag car, Mr. GTO. This was his first one, actually. And Kelly Coons of Model Car Archaeology came up to me. And by the way, Kelly, thank you. I should have put this in with the shout-outs earlier, but I'm going to do it right now. Be sure to head over to Model Car Archaeology, Kelly Coons, and check out his channel. You know, my segment on Now That's Cool, actually, if you recall, I kind of got that from him. I called and asked. I said, I love the concept. I love giving the shout-outs to these other guys and admiring their work and what we learned from it. And he's got a segment that does the exact same thing called I Like That, which I like better than Now That's Cool. But at the same time, it's the same thing in a way. But Kelly does some great stuff, got a great heart for the hobby and for the hobbyists. Amanda and I love him to death. He's quite a modeler, and he has some fun, too. And check out those bills there. Isn't that just cool? Model Car Archaeology. Head over, show him some love. Give him a sub for sure. Kelly, thank you. And Kelly gave me, for that GTO, check it out, 64 Pontiac GTO. He said that had been around a while, and as you can see, yeah, I think it had. But this will be Mr. GTO when it's done. Kelly, love you, buddy. Appreciate you very, very much. And next up, Travis Beaver met me in the parking lot, and he had told me he had something for me. So, check it out. One of the old collectible Petty sets. And check it out. You got the Richard figure, you got the helmet, you got the hat. And as you see, there is a car missing here. And that's because the 40 car is now with the 43 up there. So there we go. Travis, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you very, very much for this. I always have room for a few collectible things like that. You got some of the collectible cards in there too. And look at all the scales in this thing. You've got this, I don't know what scale that is, but it's tiny. You've got the smaller truck, a little bit bigger one down here. Then you've got the another Superbird, and then some of the fan appreciation year cars and stuff. So this is awesome. And I'm sorry about that, guys. The camera just shut off, and it's because it needed to be charged. So anyway, Travis, again, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you very much. And this one was given to me by Steve Birch. He walked up. If you remember the video I did here recently, and I showed Wayne Stevens' 40 Ford sedan delivery, and I was talking about that chassis. And Steve came up and said, "Hey man, I got something for you." And he said, "I've got the body that I'm doing a modified out of, but I know you really like that chassis and some of the stuff in that kit, so I thought I'd just bring that to you." And he had sent an email, said, "Don't buy one." And I didn't know this is what he meant, but Steve, brother, thank you so much. And by the way, if you're not familiar with this kit, this is cool. The 38 Custom. And check out these decals. That's just some awesome stuff. Love the license plate, 38 Special. But that's just awesome. Steve, thank you again, buddy. And last, my man that knows probably more about showroom stock, anytime I've built something like my 1923 police car or 49 Ford, anything like that, if I want to do a stock engine or any stock colors, Ed Adair is the guy that knows everything about everything. And he said, "Here, I want you to have this." And I'm going to share this with you when I can get one of the big card tables out and get this unfolded without damaging it. But these are like blueprints, and you'll see what I mean as I unfold this a little bit. It's pretty fragile, but I'm going to see what I can do about getting this kind of back together a little. Let me see if I can get over here to where it is. There we go. These are the blueprints for the Lincoln Futura. And if you're familiar with that car, you know that the Futura was the car that they based the Batmobile on. You see there. But the Lincoln Futura blueprints, and oh my, I'm going to get this thing out, and I'll get it unfolded, get some good photographs, and see what we can do about damage control. Because these things, you can tell by the color of the yellow and where some of it is torn down here. I want to see if we can salvage this. This is just some awesome stuff. Front view, rear view, and yep, that's the Batmobile. So Ed, wow, again, another great piece of history here. So I appreciate that very much. Well, guys, if you did not get there and didn't get to hit the vendors, head over to HobbyNut Models. Check out Mark's inventory. If you need any supplies, check him out. He's got you covered, I'm pretty sure. Well, guys, again, to those who gave these gifts, as well as to all the friends that I ran into, awesome always to see you. Appreciate y'all very much. And I think that's it, guys. So God bless. I'll see all of you in the next video. Thanks.